31 Amazon purchases must-haves for your upcoming cruise. Hi there, I am Phyllis Milam, full-time cruiser. Hubby Mark is just not with me today. He's on a different ship. Long story. Anyway, today I want to show you some great purchases, things that I just cannot do without on my cruises. And actually, a lot of these things can be used on other travel events as well, not just cruises. So I can't wait to show these to you. And throughout this video, please make sure to comment. Are these things that you have? Are these things that you feel that you need? I'd love your feedback on this. And as always, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Before I start showing you these things, I do want to let you know that we are Amazon affiliates. It does not cost you anything extra to click our link, but if you purchase something through one of our links, we will get a small kickback. So everything is always helpful to us. First item on the list is not only for cruisers, it's for any travel, and it is an absolute must-have. It weighs your luggage. I just love this thing. It's so easy to use, and it gives the weight in both kilos and pounds, including ounces. So what you do is you just take this like this, and you slip this through the handle, connect it right here, and then you just lift it, turn it on and lift it up. It is battery run, but it turns itself off. So if you, after a certain time that you're not using it, it just turns itself off. And I just love this thing because you are going to shop, I promise you, and you're going to end up probably overweight. And there's nothing worse than realizing that you're overweight once you get to the airport, and then you have to start juggling everything around. So it's great to just do this in advance, and this weighs next to nothing. Second thing on my list, and this is all in no particular order. I might have mentioned that before, but I'm not sure. Luggage tag holders. So if you're going to be checking your bags in with the porter, this really is a must-have, and I'm going to explain why in just a moment. So this particular tag is made for Royal Caribbean and Celebrity. I don't have one with me for the other cruise lines, Carnival, Princess, and NCL, but I have the links there separated, number 2 and 3. Number 2 being Royal Caribbean and Celebrity, and number 3 being NCL, Princess, and Carnival. But what you do is you print out your luggage tag, and this is sealed, you just stick it in there, and then you put this around your handle. Let me tell you why you need one of these. These porters and the crew members, as careful as they are, they have so much to do. They just kind of grab them. Many times they can easily rip off of your luggage. So what happens if that occurs to you? And it did happen to me once, and that's why I bought these. I waited. My luggage didn't come. It was like 5 p.m. and I finally went down to guest services, and they said, "Here, come to this room." And there was a room full of luggage where the tags had ripped off, and they just don't know who to deliver them to. This is not ripping off of your luggage, so you can rest assured that it's going to get to you. Don't know what time it's going to get to you, but if it doesn't get to you early, it's not because this ripped off, because that's not happening. The next thing I always recommend is a luggage identifier. This has my name. I don't put my address. Well, I don't have one, but I have a friend's address, and when we did have a house, I still didn't put one. I always put my email address and my phone number. And this just clips around the handle, and you slip this through, and boom, it stays on, and it's your name. It helps identify your luggage. By the way, I also use a scarf that I bought through from like the dollar store back when it was $1. And I wrap that scarf around my handle because my luggage is black and blue, same as everybody else in the world, it seems like. So I always want a personal identifier to me so nobody grabs my luggage upon debarkation. So I use this is on there. This is still on there because I don't ever take it off. And then I have like this ugly scarf that nobody wants, just wrapped around the handle. I don't have a link for that because I got it from the dollar store. So those you can find everywhere. I also use this passport holder. I love it. It's a passport COVID holder. So I keep my passport in it. I keep my COVID card in it. And then it also has a separate area if you want to put like your license or insurance card or whatever. But I really like this thing because it protects it. And mine is purple. Mark's is blue. So we cannot get them mixed up. I definitely suggest getting different colors for each person in your party, because if you grab the wrong one and you get to the cruise ship and this is the way you were boarding the ship, you're not getting on if you don't have yours. Along the lines of passports, here's just a little pro tip. Make sure that when you show up to the cruise line that you don't put your passport in your luggage that you're checking in. You might think that sounds silly, but it happens almost every cruise where a passenger puts their passport in the luggage, hands it to a porter, and then it's a real deal trying to get them on the ship. Next thing we're going to talk about is one of my favorite things that I ever purchased for a cruise ship. Oh my gosh, or for travel in general. So I'm a baggie. I love bags. My grandkids call me the bag lady. I just love bags. I still have quite a few, even though we live on the cruise ships. You can never have too many bags. So when we board the cruise ship, I have 2 suitcases, one larger, but I still carry it on, and one smaller. but I found that I need more space, but I don't like to check in my bags all the time. So I found this amazing bag from Amazon, and it holds so much, and it's got these little zipper pouches all over on the outside. But let me tell you what I love about this bag. This slips over the handle of your luggage. So you know, like when you're carting stuff with your luggage, if you have a bag sitting on top, how those bags always fall off, and it hinders the whole process. This thing doesn't fall off, and it just slips right over the handle, and it seriously has been an absolute help and joy to me. The next thing on my list is a Caribbean shirt. Hey! So you can also buy them when you're in the Caribbean, but sometimes Caribbean night is kind of hectic, and if you buy a Caribbean shirt off the islands, you don't necessarily want to wash it, or you don't necessarily want to wear it before you wash it. You know, they've been sitting out there for a while. Who knows who's tried them on? So I would buy one in advance, and they are available through Amazon. They have so many different styles, but there's usually going to be a Caribbean night where you want to go ahead and partake in those festivities. Another one of my favorite purchases, and I've been through many of these. Gosh, I can't even tell you how many until I found the right one. So I'm using my phone to record. So usually my phone is going to sit right in here. This is what I love. I don't like carrying a purse when I'm on a cruise ship. It's just, I like to be easy when it comes to just daily life. This has a wrist strap. It also comes with a shoulder strap. I prefer the wrist strap. I just love to just carry it around like this over my shoulder. It slips down all the time, so I'm a wrist strap girl. But here's my favorite part. See, it zips. And inside, I have my CPass card, my license. This opens up. Here's a slot machine ticket. I have other spots. And in here, I keep a business card or two, a couple $1 bills. And this thing is just the handiest. And when we go to ports, when we're walking around, I don't have to carry a purse. Everything I need is right here in this little crossbody. And it comes in a lot of different colors. So I really love that. Magnets. You might have heard about these before. So these walls are steel. So we hang a lot of things on the walls. These cabins are generally very small, and there's a lot of clutter. There can be a lot of clutter. There's not a lot of drawer space, and especially if you have more than 2 people in your cabin, you're definitely going to want to hang as much as you possibly can. You can hang things. I hang jewelry sometimes. I've hung watches. I've hung necklaces. My husband hangs his hats. I have a purse hanging right over there on the wall. These are super, super handy, and they hold more weight. I don't know why, I don't get physics, but if you put it on the ceiling, which is also magnetic, you can, if something is wet, you can take a hanger and hook it on there and just hang it from the ceiling instead of putting a wet item in your closet. Next item on my list is something I don't need anymore because Royal Caribbean and Carnival give me all the drinks galore. But I used to have them, and they're amazing. You want to smuggle booze? There's a surefire way to do it. Flask set. There are no metal pieces in this flask set that I am recommending to you. And the reason I'm recommending the set to you that I have chosen is because of the sizes. I made a mistake once, and my daughter had borrowed my flask set, and I thought, oh, she didn't give them back, and I was going on a cruise, so I had to order another one. But the sizes were all wrong. They were like these little mini things, and that was just horrible. So the one I'm recommending to you are the larger ones. You can actually fit a whole bottle of alcohol in the larger size bags. And I think the one I'm recommending has 4, which is a lot, but you can give 2 to a friend, you can keep 2, whatever. I have friends that use all 4. Whatever, if you're going on a long cruise, or if you drink a lot, or if you want variety. So what you do is it comes with a funnel also. You pour the alcohol in there, and the directions are in there. You squeeze the air out, and then screw the cap on, and you put it in your luggage. You can put it in your checked bag. That's what I always did. I'm sure your carry-on is going to be fine, but I always chose to put it in my checked bag, in between my clothing. I don't even know if that's necessary, but I have never been caught doing that. And so it's a great way to get alcohol on the ship if you want to smuggle some booze on. My handheld fan, this little guy is so cool. So check this out. It opens up and it fits in your pocket. It's like this, or a little purse or bag, whatever. When I get off the ship and I run hot, I just do. I can't help it. I just do. So silly sometimes. So you open it up. It's got 3 speeds. How cool is that? Literally cool. What I like about this one is the blades are silicone. The one I had before this, they were made of a plastic type of material, and they used to break all the time. This one is by far my favorite. You also can sit it like this, and so you just kind of set it down in front of you if you wish. And turn that guy off. Talking about fans, so when we're in a balcony room, it gets hot for me. I have the curtains open, the sun is coming in. Today we're in the Nassau, and it's hot out there. So I'm sitting here, and the fan is actually on me. This is a fan that I purchased to put at my bedside. It has 3 speeds. I put it in the suitcase, and I can fill things. Look, my hand goes in there. I can fill things inside of this. It's very lightweight, and it's chargeable by USB, and I've never had a problem with bringing this on the cruise ship with me. And I use it when I'm putting my makeup on. I'm using it right now. And I use it at night when I'm sleeping because I do run hot. Mark runs cold, so we kind of keep the temperature at a medium where we're both comfortable. Okay, I have big issues with hangers. I hate the clunky wooden hangers that they give us. Most of the time, the hook part is so small you can't slide them up and down. If you have the ones with the big, that's great. But most of the closets only have 2 or 3 of those. So if you're not flying and weight is not an issue, I bring my own hangers. Listen, even though we live on the cruise ships, I still do this stuff. I love my hangers. They slide nicely. Your clothes don't slip off. These are the velvet hangers. They're not terribly expensive. And when we had our house, I had these in every closet. I never used standard. Well, back in the day, I used standard hangers. But then once these came out, I switched to these and I never went back. And I just like to bring them. Here's another really, really good one. So if you've cruised before, you know that they have the European style outlets on the cruise ship in addition to the American. Because these ships go to both Europe and obviously the United States. So that's like wasted outlets, in my opinion, unless you got one of these. So we're able to use every single one of the outlets in our cabin because we purchased, this is just a standard European adapter that works it works all around the ship. I don't know if you've noticed or if you've not cruised before, when you go around the ship to the different areas, you can find outlets to charge your phone or computer, but it's not an American outlet. They are all European outlets throughout the ship. And what I love about this particular one, I have an outlet up here, outlet here, and then the different USB type charging stations. So this is a must-have, seriously a must-have. Here's another one. Oh my goodness, this list is pretty, I hope that you love this list as much as I do. I've had several pairs of scissors confiscated, small to large. I always feel the need to have scissors. I got a thread hanging, and just whenever I make a purchase, I hate ripping tags off. I like scissors. I have had these for quite some time. They have never been confiscated because they kind of look like a pair of eyeglasses, right? So these are so cool. They're like these foldable scissors, and they are not going to be taking those away from you. They are not going to be confiscating those. Second thing, number 16, run number 16, a selfie stick. Listen, you're going to want to videotape, you're going to want to take pictures, and our arms are just not long enough. Go ahead and do yourself a favor and grab a selfie stick. I'm using mine now. It comes with a remote control, the one I'm recommending to you. And the camera, the Hoogie Jiggy can change the camera in many ways. It's also a tripod. This is my favorite selfie stick. Out of all the selfie sticks I purchased, this is my favorite. Beach towel straps. This is a good one. Oh, all these are good. So this is an adjustable size beach towel strap. So when you go to the beach, and if you want to lay on a lounge chair or the pool, the towels, instead of slipping down every time you sit down, you know how the back falls? You put this around your towel and around the chair, and it's adjustable. It goes to super big, it goes to small, and your towel will stay put. I used to use the clip kind, but what I found with the clip kind was that it doesn't fit all sizes of chairs. So I still love these. They're cute. I'm not getting rid of them. So what I do with these now is when we're in a balcony cabin, which is most of the time, I close the curtains and then I clip the curtains with these so that they stay closed because I don't like the sunlight to wake me up. I like to wake up naturally, and this helps with that situation. A Tide stick. Listen, there's Italian night. There's buttery escargot. Do yourself a favor. Get a small travel size Tide stick so that if you spill, it won't be a big deal. Here I have, this is kind of cool. I like to drink chicken broth as a snack or late at night. In the morning or throughout the day, sometimes I like hot tea. Well, I don't necessarily want to get dressed to go get a tea or go get dressed to go get a chicken broth. So I found this little tea kettle. So the cord, this is what I like most about this guy, is I keep the cord separate. I usually pack this close to my computer so they don't question what does this go to. Because if it's together, they might notice it and they might look at it and say, this isn't allowed because really it's not approved. So I keep this with my computer, and this is the kettle part. It comes in this cute little bag, And so, whoop, you fill it with water. This little handle comes up like this, and whoop, like that. Here's the lid. It's a little wet right now because I actually just used it a little bit ago. And then you plug the cord in, and here's an on-off. It takes, oh gosh, I've never timed it. I'm going to say about 3 minutes to heat up, even full. So I can fit more than 2 mugs of water in this. It's probably real close to 3 mugs of water in this, and it's a neat little thing to have. Let's see. Oh, a 7-day pill organizer. You'll want those, but you'll want 2 of them. If you are on medication, which I'm not, so I don't have one to show you, you definitely want to bring 2 if you're on a 7-night cruise. You want to bring twice as much as you need. God forbid there's a situation on the ship and it stays out longer than it should have, and it does happen. Make sure to bring double your amount of medication that you anticipate using, and it's a lot easier to bring the pill organizer than it is all your separate bottles. And no, you don't need to prove that you're taking this medication. Just stick it in there and they won't question you on it. and then you'll be good to go. A waterproof phone pouch. Mine's in the closet right now, but if you like to go in the swimming pools or in the water and you don't want to leave your phone at your lounge chair, these are neat. They hang around your neck. You stick your phone in there, seal it, boom, waterproof. You're not going to ruin your phone or money. You can put money in there. You can put your CPAS card, whatever you need, whatever valuables you have with you, go neatly inside of this waterproof pouch. Door decorations. Not only are they fun, but it helps you recognize your own cabin. So the doors are magnetic. So I have a link to some magnetic door decorations, and they're just fun. And you know what? Sometimes people might steal one or two, kids, pranks, whatever, but they're still fun to have. I also have a link for some cool iridescent jellyfish that you can use. I don't know where you can use these to hang them up. And so you have jellyfish hanging at your door and magnetic door decorations. It's fun, it's festive, and even if you've had one too many drinks, you'll be able to recognize your door. Sunscreen. Don't forget your sunscreen. I put a link in for Banana Boat sunscreen, which is what I like to use. Any sunscreen will do, but it's just an absolute must-have. Another one, because these cabins are so small, bathroom spray. Do your partner a favor, bring some bathroom spray. Just a little travel size, guys, will work. They're really nice, great to have. I wouldn't want to go on a cruise without one. Ducks. Next on my list, ducks. I just love the ducks. The ducks with the tags. They're a lot of fun. People hide ducks. People find ducks. I've already hidden my ducks this cruise, but I personalized the tags for the channel, actually, and they're just a lot of fun. If you want to partake in that, it doesn't cost that much money, but like I said, it is a lot of fun. Next thing on my list is a beach bag. Oh, let me tell you. Well, it's over there. I'm going to get it anyway. Hold on. Okay, I have my beach bag. Let me tell you why I chose this beach bag. The rope handle, the rope straps. These are not going to break. You can fill this up as much as you want, as heavy as you want, and they're not going to break. If they unravel, you just knot it again. I don't think that's happened to me, but if it happened to me on a purse that I have that has the rope, but not on my beach bag. And then what's really important with your beach bag, make sure it has a zipper on the top, because when you come back onto the cruise ship, it has to go through a security x-ray thing, and it happens, I see it all the time, the people that don't have the zipper ones, when they lay it on that belt and it goes through, things fall out, and it's a hassle and you might lose something, and I'd hate for that to happen to you. Next thing on my list are these little travel containers. They come in packs of 4, probably more, but 4 is good for me anyway, with a little zip pouch. But I used to use the silicone ones, and I found that they leaked. They would get smushed, things would come out. I've never had a problem with these. They're just heavy duty, and then it's got a cap. Also, the ones I used to have, when you squirted it out, too much would come out. This is a facial cleanser, and I didn't want to bring the whole big thing, so I refill this as I go. And I just love this thing. I'm never afraid that this is going to spill, but I do put it in a Ziploc. Who knows? I'm always a just-in-case person. I've never had it spill. I say it's never going to spill, but just as soon as I say that, somebody's going to say, mine spilled. So put it in a Ziploc. A travel water bottle is always great. I like a 32 ounce with a handle. The ones either with the shoulder strap or the handheld. I think the link that I have has both, because that's what I use. And get the insulated one. Make sure you get one that's insulated, because when you go to a port, especially in the Caribbean, if Alaska, that's not a big deal because it stays cold, but here in the Caribbean, it gets so hot. And if you're using just one of the plastic ones, you're going to end up with super hot water, and that's not enjoyable. I don't have my Bluetooth speaker next to me, but I'm a music person, so I carry a Bluetooth speaker with me everywhere we go. I love to listen to my music, either in the cabin or I take it to the beach with me and just listen to my own tunes. Last thing on my list is a over-the-door shoe organizer. Why do you need that? Not for your shoes necessarily. Suntan lotion, Bluetooth speaker, clips, water bottles, whatever. There is not a lot of storage space in these cruise ships, in these cabins, especially if you have 4 people. And as I'm walking down the hallways, I see those cabins with the bunk beds down, and I see there's just like stuff everywhere. And I think, oh my gosh, that must be really difficult. It can make your week a little hectic inside the cabin. Cruising is amazing, but if you can make it easier on yourself, because it's not a big old house, and so anything you can do to help keep it better, more organized, and more efficient for you, the better off you are. So folks, that is my list of, I think that was 31 or 32 items. Thanks for joining me. I hope that you loved all of it. I would love to know what your favorite items were. Thanks for joining me, and until